What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Cybersensei-EH, where we master the hack. Today, we're cracking picoCTF 2026 Quizploit Binary Exploitation Challenge. It's a quiz format, 13 questions about an ELF binary, and we're going to nail every single one. Let's get it. Let's start our instance so that we can access the lab. We start by listing all the files that we've downloaded. We have 2 files over here. Right away, the file command tells us almost everything we need for the first 3 questions. Let's break it down. Now, we start our lab using the netcat command that was provided. Now, let's dive onto the question. Question 1. Is this a 32-bit or 64-bit ELF? We go back to our file command, and we can see the ELF is actually a 64-bit. Paste that, and let's go to the next part. Question 2. What's the linking of the binary, e.g. static or dynamic? Look back at the file output, dynamically linked. Dynamic linking means the binary calls external shared libraries at runtime rather than bundling them in. This matters for exploitation. It means we can potentially use libgadgets in ROP chains. Question 3. Is the binary stripped or not stripped? Also straight from the file output, we see it is not stripped. Just copy it and paste it. Question 4. Looking at the vuln function, what is the size of the buffer in bytes? E.g. 0x10. Time to open the C source. Here is the vuln function, and we can clearly see our answers to the question. Question 5. How many bytes are read into the buffer? Back at the code, we see the buffer can read only this bytes. Copy them and paste it as your answer. Question 6. Is there a buffer overflow vulnerability? Yes or no? Absolutely. 144 bytes being read into a 21-byte buffer. That is an overflow of 123 bytes, more than enough to overwrite the return address and redirect execution anywhere. So the answer is yes. Question 7. Name a standard C function that could cause a buffer overflow in the provided C code. Back at the source code, we can see that fgets is the culprit. Unlike gets, which reads unlimited input, the classic disaster, fgets takes a size parameter, but here the programmer passed 144 for a 21-byte buffer. This is a common mistake in real-world code too. Question 8. What is the name of function which is not called anywhere in the program? When we read the source code, main calls vuln calls printf, and fgets. But when the function that runs catflag.txt is never called. This is a classic CTF setup. Question 9. What type of attack could exploit this vulnerability? We know this is a buffer overflow attack, where we overflow the buffer, overwrite the save return address on the stack, and redirect execution to win. Question 10. How many bytes of overflow are possible? This one requires careful thinking. Go to Cyberchef and decode the values. Convert them into numbers which you can subtract them easily. When we subtract 21 from 144, we get 123. Now, reverse the steps and encode this. We get 7b as our value. Now, by 0x in front, we have 0x7b. So, 123 is the same as 0x7b. We can also verify this value by decoding it to see if we get 123 as the output. Take that, and it's our answer. Question 11. What protection is enabled in this binary? Just run Checksec and specify the file. Read the output, and we see that NX is enabled. NX, no execute, means the stack is not executable. You cannot inject shellcode onto the stack and jump to it. Question 12. What exploitation technique could bypass NX? Our answer is ROP, return-oriented programming. Instead of injecting new code, we chain together small existing code snippets, gadgets, already in the binary. Question 13. What is the address of win in hex? There are 2 ways to find it using the GNU debugger or objdump. For us, we will use objdump. Use this command to grep win. We can see the output of the objdump. Now, let's answer a final question. The quiz wants the compact hex format with 0x prefix. Take 401176 and add 0x to it, and that would be our final answer. Just paste it and get your flag. And you're done with this easy binary exploitation challenge. And that's a 13 out of 13. Perfect. Perfect score. Flag captured. If this helped you understand ELF binaries, buffer overflows, and Checksec for the first time, smash that like button. It helps the channel reach more hackers like you. Subscribe for more picoCTF walkthroughs and cybersecurity content. I'm Cybersensei-EH. Keep hacking and master the hack. Peace.